Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, you can feel the blue touch paper has been well and truly lit here. Everyone expects, in one of the greatest amphitheatres in this part of the world, the Estadio Mas Monumental. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. So, what can they make of this? Albert Ferrer gets over and intercepts. Now, can they get him away?
There's a player below us, Peter, that I've always admired. Franco Baresi, a defender with wonderful composure and discipline.
Yeah, can't say I'm surprised by your assessment there.
Yeah, one of the great liberos. His intelligence put him on a level higher than the rest, I think.
Camavinga. Nuno Mendes.
Oh, that's well spotted.
Camavinga. Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. Albert Ferrer cuts out the pass. Pedri. And he was quick to react. Iniesta.
Oh, good-looking ball.
Yamal. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Played out towards the right wing. Gusto.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Looking for options for movement. And he's...
Oh, shooting chance!
And he's there to get it away. Looking to play him in. Flings in across. Rodri getting this one clear. Camavinga. Baresi spots it and intercepts. No, that's been intercepted. Camavinga. He's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Yamal. Real chance here. Great vision. And he's heaved it away. He's having a hit! Now it's Iniesta, and he's picked out the run. Camavinga. Fermin. Shifted it to the flank. Vinicius Junior has it out wide and in space. Now that looks a decent ball. That is a great pick out. Van Dijk. Fermin. Camavinga. Aims beyond the defence.
Vinicius Junior.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Pass is just off target. Yamal knocks it into space. Passing is crisp and sharp. That's been slipped through. Now it's Rashford. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Rashford. Rashford with the cross. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. Vinicius Junior really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Gusto makes the interception. Fermin. Camavinga. Now it's Haaland.
And there's green grass ahead of him. And he's on his way! Shapes to shoot! And it's a goal! A goal at a really telling moment. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And the first half is done.
There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break.
And we are back underway.
Well, it's been tight, Peter.
And the shot! And he hits the net!
A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Haaland demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
And now he has 2. So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Can he get on the end of this?
That looks a good ball through.
And the finish! They want to be quick to recover this.
Oh, he's been caught napping.
And again! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Iniesta.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And he welcomes it in. He's on it. Can he get away? Shot a goal! No mistake! And they are right back within touch!
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So is this the start of a comeback?
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Tries to play it through. Great ball, and he's in here. He's had a shot! In for the pieces. It's in. Back within 1. They have them in their sights again.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Kashima Antlers get themselves back into contention.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do.
Shot, surely! And yes, it's there! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Simplicity itself.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Yamal showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Batistuta. Van Dijk. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Yamal has it in a wide position. Oh, what a climb! Sticks it away! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And yes, it's him again. Time then for the first substitution of the game. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here. Kashima Antlers surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Rodri. And Mendes. And it's Messi. Threads one in. He's found a way through. And a chance! It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser. I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
So there's going to be another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Well, he is slightly undercooked, that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Change of plan here, perhaps. Mbappe wins the duel this time.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, that's superb. And he's there to belt it away.
Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Kashima Antlers are looking to go forward now.
That's going in strongly.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Looking for a runner. Oh, that pass isn't the best. We are into stoppage time. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Pedri. And it's made its way to him. He's in a great position here. And this is Messi. Oh, great chance! Oh, yes, it's there! And that may just do it! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Kashima Antlers looking to... Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
We don't